Ladies and gentlemen, every day we wake up with a fresh chance, a new chance to become a better version of ourselves. Personality is not just about looks or charm, it's about how we carry ourselves, how we treat others, and how we grow from within. Improving your personality is a journey, not a destination. It takes effort, patience, and the courage to face your own reflection with honesty. Today I want to share with you how small daily steps can transform your personality in ways you never imagined. Let's dive deeper into the first point. Being kind to yourself and others is the foundation of a beautiful personality. So often, we are our own harshest critics. We focus on our flaws, mistakes, and what we lack. But imagine if you treated yourself with the same kindness you offer to a friend. What if, instead of beating yourself up for every misstep, you gave yourself grace and encouragement? Personality shines brightest when there is self-love and acceptance. When you accept who you are, imperfections and all, you free yourself from the chains of insecurity. Kindness towards others is equally transformative. The way you treat people tells more about you than any words ever could. Smile more, offer genuine compliments, and listen without judgment. It does not require grand gestures. Simple acts of kindness, holding a door, offering help, or just a warm hello, build bridges and reflect your inner light. Your personality is shaped by your empathy and how much you care about those around you. This kindness creates a ripple effect. When you are gentle with yourself, your energy becomes calm and positive. Others can feel it, and they are naturally drawn to you. It builds trust and respect. But kindness is not weakness. It is strength disguised in softness. It takes courage to be kind in a world that often rewards hardness. It takes courage to say, "I am enough," and to treat others with dignity even when they may not deserve it. When you practice kindness daily, you build emotional resilience. You start understanding that everyone is fighting their own battles, just like you. This empathy fosters patience and lowers anger and frustration. Personality is not about being perfect. It is about being real, compassionate, and strong in your authenticity. Start today by speaking kindly to yourself. Replace negative thoughts with encouraging ones. Celebrate your small victories, no matter how tiny. Then extend that kindness outward. Look around for opportunities to help, listen, and support. Notice how your heart softens and your confidence grows. This simple shift in attitude can change your entire presence. Personality that is rooted in kindness is magnetic and timeless. It leaves a lasting impression that goes beyond appearances or words. It is a quiet power that influences how you walk through life and how people remember you. So remember, the journey to improve your personality begins with kindness, to yourself and to everyone you meet. Practice active listening because it is one of the most underrated yet powerful skills that can transform your personality deeply and instantly. So many of us think listening means simply hearing words, but real listening goes far beyond that. It requires being fully present in the moment, focusing entirely on the speaker without letting your mind wander or preparing your reply while they are talking. Active listening shows respect, builds trust, and opens doors to better understanding and stronger relationships. When you practice it daily, you begin to develop a personality that is thoughtful, empathetic, and engaging. Active listening starts with intention. It means deciding to give your undivided attention to whoever is speaking. This can be challenging in a world full of distractions, phones buzzing, notifications popping, and a million thoughts racing through your head. But when you train yourself to listen actively, you learn to quiet your mind and focus completely on the person in front of you. Your eyes meet theirs, your body language becomes open, and you avoid interrupting. This simple act makes others feel valued and heard, which in turn makes them open up and connect with you on a deeper level. Another important part of active listening is to listen not only to words but also to the emotions behind them. Often what is not said can speak louder than what is spoken. Pay attention to tone, facial expressions, and body language. Are they anxious, excited, sad, or hesitant? Understanding these signals gives you insight into their true feelings and intentions. This ability to pick up on emotions sharpens your emotional intelligence, a key ingredient of a magnetic personality. When people feel that you understand them beyond the surface, they trust you more and enjoy your company. Active listening also means avoiding the urge to judge or jump to conclusions while someone is sharing their thoughts. It is easy to think, I disagree, or I already know what they are going to say, but shutting down or dismissing others' views shuts down communication as well. Instead, practice being curious. Ask questions that encourage them to elaborate, clarify, or express themselves more fully. Questions like, can you tell me more about that? Or how did that make you feel? Show that you care about their perspective and want to understand better. This curiosity enhances your personality by making you more approachable and interesting. Reflecting back what you hear is another technique of active listening. It means paraphrasing or summarizing the speaker's message to show that you are paying attention and to confirm your understanding. For example, you might say, so what you are saying is, or if I understand correctly, you feel. This not only reassures the speaker but also helps you process the information more clearly. When you practice this regularly, your communication skills improve, and people see you as someone reliable and attentive. Active listening is not only about improving how others feel, it also benefits you greatly. When you listen carefully, you learn more, avoid misunderstandings, and can respond more thoughtfully. This level of engagement makes your conversations richer and more meaningful, which contributes to your confidence and social grace. Over time, people will notice that you are different from others who just wait to speak rather than truly listen. This difference is a major boost to your personality. In today's fast-paced world, where everyone is eager to talk and be heard, being a good listener is a rare and valuable quality. It sets you apart because it shows humility and respect. It demonstrates that you value others enough to give them your full attention. This respect comes back to you in the form of respect and admiration from others. Your personality becomes a safe space where people feel comfortable sharing their thoughts and feelings. To practice active listening daily, start with small steps. When someone talks to you, put away distractions and focus on them. Notice their words and feelings without planning your response immediately. Take a breath and pause before replying so your answers are thoughtful, not reactive. Show that you are engaged by nodding or giving short verbal affirmations like I see or that makes sense. Remember, listening is an active process, not a passive one. When you consistently listen this way, you cultivate patience and empathy. You become less self-centered and more outward-focused, which is a powerful transformation for your personality. People feel seen and understood by you, which builds deeper connections and respect. Your conversations become opportunities to learn, grow, and inspire. Cultivating gratitude every day is one of the simplest yet most profound ways to improve your personality continuously. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It is a deep appreciation for what you have, who you are, and the people around you. When you practice gratitude regularly, it shifts your mindset from focusing on what is missing to celebrating what is present. This shift changes your energy, your outlook, and ultimately your personality. A grateful person radiates positivity, warmth, and humility, which naturally attracts others and builds meaningful relationships. Gratitude begins with awareness. It requires you to pause and notice the small blessings in your life, the kind words from a friend, the beauty of a sunset, the comfort of a warm meal, or even the simple fact that you woke up today. These moments often go unnoticed because we get caught up in our daily struggles and desires. But when you train yourself to recognize and appreciate these gifts, your heart opens and your attitude becomes lighter and more joyful. This joy is contagious and enhances your personality by making you more approachable and likable. Regularly expressing gratitude also fosters humility. When you acknowledge that you are not entitled to everything but rather fortunate for what you have, you develop a humble outlook. This humility keeps your ego in check and reminds you that success and happiness are not just about personal effort but also about the support and kindness of others. When you credit others and life circumstances for your achievements, you build stronger bonds and show that you value community and connection. This groundedness is a key element of a mature and attractive personality. Gratitude changes the way you handle challenges as well. Instead of dwelling on problems or setbacks, you learn to see the lessons and opportunities hidden within difficulties. This positive perspective builds resilience and optimism. People who cultivate gratitude tend to bounce back faster from failures and maintain a hopeful attitude. This resilience adds depth to your personality, showing that you are not easily defeated and that you find meaning even in hard times. Another powerful aspect of gratitude is how it improves your relationships. When you openly appreciate others, it makes them feel valued and respected. Saying thank you sincerely or acknowledging someone's effort builds trust and warmth. Gratitude creates a positive feedback loop where kindness begets kindness. Over time, this strengthens your social connections and makes your personality more magnetic. People naturally want to be around someone who lifts their spirits and makes them feel seen. Gratitude also encourages mindfulness, the practice of being present and fully engaged in the moment. When you are mindful, you savor experiences rather than rushing through life on autopilot. This mindfulness enhances your personality by making you calmer, more thoughtful, and more aware of your impact on others. Mindful people listen better, respond more compassionately, and enjoy richer interactions. This presence makes your personality more genuine and attractive. Cultivating gratitude daily can be as simple as keeping a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you are thankful for each day. This habit trains your brain to focus on the positive and builds emotional strength. Over time, you begin to notice more good in your life, which reinforces a grateful mindset. You can also practice gratitude by verbally expressing appreciation to people around you or silently reflecting on moments of thankfulness during quiet times. These small but consistent actions shape your personality profoundly. When gratitude becomes a habit, it softens your heart and reduces negative emotions like envy, resentment, and bitterness. Instead of comparing yourself to others, you celebrate their successes and find joy in their happiness. This generosity of spirit enhances your personality by making you more compassionate and less judgmental. People appreciate those who celebrate others rather than compete with them. Gratitude connects you to something bigger than yourself. It reminds you that life is a gift full of mystery and wonder. This awareness inspires awe and respect for the world and everyone in it. A personality touched by gratitude is humble yet joyful, strong yet gentle. It draws people in because it reflects the beauty of life itself. Developing self-discipline in small habits is a game changer when it comes to improving your personality every single day. It might sound boring or strict, but self-discipline is not about being hard on yourself or forcing impossible changes overnight. It's about creating simple, manageable routines that shape who you are and how you show up in the world. The secret is consistency in small actions, because these tiny habits add up and build a strong character over time. Personality isn't just about charisma or looks. It's about the daily choices you make and how disciplined you are in following through with them. Self-discipline starts with recognizing the areas where you want to improve and then breaking those down into tiny steps. For example, if you want to be more organized, it doesn't mean you must transform into a neat freak in one day. Instead, commit to one small habit, like tidying your workspace for 5 minutes every morning. That little bit of effort, when repeated day after day, creates an environment where your mind feels clear and focused. This clarity reflects in your personality because you come across as someone who is reliable and in control. Another powerful example is punctuality. Showing up on time is a sign of respect towards others and yourself. If you struggle with this, discipline yourself to set reminders or prepare things the night before. This small habit builds a reputation of dependability. People naturally trust and admire those who respect their time. This kind of self-discipline boosts your confidence and shows that you value commitments. When you keep your promises, even the small ones, your personality gains strength and credibility. Self-discipline also plays a huge role in managing emotions. It helps you control impulses like anger, impatience, or negativity. Instead of reacting immediately to stressful situations, you learn to pause, breathe, and respond thoughtfully. This emotional regulation is a mark of maturity and grace. People are drawn to those who remain calm and composed under pressure. This discipline in controlling your feelings builds respect and makes your personality shine with wisdom. Daily discipline can extend to how you communicate. For example, committing to speaking positively rather than complaining or gossiping. It might feel awkward at first, but choosing your words carefully every day shapes how others perceive you. A disciplined approach to communication means thinking before you speak, listening more, and offering encouragement. This transforms your personality into one that uplifts and inspires rather than drains energy. Physical health is another area where small disciplined habits matter. Drinking water regularly, exercising a little, or getting enough sleep doesn't have to be overwhelming. These tiny actions improve your energy levels, mood, and appearance. When you take care of your body consistently, you feel more confident and vibrant. This glow naturally enhances your personality because it's easier to be positive and engaged when your body feels good. Self-discipline also encourages you to resist distractions and focus on what truly matters. In a world of endless notifications and temptations, training yourself to stick to your priorities is a superpower. Whether it's dedicating time for learning, work, or meaningful relationships, disciplined focus increases your effectiveness. When you show dedication and persistence, people respect your determination. This shapes a personality that is ambitious, reliable, and inspiring. Importantly, self-discipline teaches patience. Change does not happen instantly, and building a great personality is a marathon, not a sprint. Sticking to your small habits day after day, even when results seem slow, strengthens your character. You develop resilience and a mindset that values progress over perfection. This attitude is magnetic because it shows you are committed to growth and not afraid of hard work. Start by picking one small habit that aligns with your personality goals. It could be waking up earlier, reading a few pages of a book daily, or practicing gratitude every morning. Focus on doing it consistently for a week, then 2, then a month. Celebrate your discipline in sticking to it. Notice how these little successes build your confidence and slowly transform how you feel about yourself and how others see you. When you cultivate self-discipline in small habits, you take control of your personal development. You stop relying on motivation alone, which comes and goes, and build a system that works regardless of how you feel. This reliable structure improves your personality by making you dependable, focused, and emotionally strong. People notice the difference when you show up consistently, and this creates lasting impressions that elevate your presence wherever you go. Embracing failures as lessons is one of the most transformative ways to improve your personality every day. Failure is something everyone fears, and yet it is one of the greatest teachers we have. Instead of running away from failure or letting it define you, learning to accept it, understand it, and grow from it shapes a resilient and wise personality. The way you handle failure says more about your character than any success ever could. People are naturally drawn to those who do not give up when faced with challenges, but instead rise stronger and wiser. Failure feels painful because it touches our deepest insecurities, the fear of not being good enough, the fear of judgment, and the fear of losing respect. But when you start to see failure as a necessary part of growth, these fears begin to lose their grip. Instead of being a dead end, failure becomes a stepping stone on the path to improvement. This mindset shift requires courage and practice, but it changes everything. It allows you to take risks, try new things, and push yourself beyond comfort zones without the constant fear of messing up. Learning from failure means taking a step back and reflecting honestly on what went wrong without blaming others or yourself harshly. It means analyzing the situation with curiosity rather than criticism. What could you have done differently? What did you learn about yourself or the situation? This reflection turns failure into valuable feedback. It becomes a guide that points you toward better choices next time. This willingness to learn shows maturity and humility, qualities that deepen your personality and make you more relatable and grounded. When you embrace failure as a lesson, you develop resilience, which is the ability to bounce back from setbacks with strength and determination. Resilient people do not let one failure stop them. They see it as temporary and manageable. This resilience builds confidence because you realize that failure does not define you. Instead, your response to failure defines you. When you share this strength with others, it inspires them to face their own difficulties with courage. This generosity of spirit enhances your personality by making you a source of motivation and hope. Failing also teaches patience. Progress is rarely instant, and many worthwhile goals require time, effort, and multiple attempts. When you accept failure as part of the process, you become patient with yourself and others. You stop expecting perfection and start appreciating growth. This patience reflects in your personality as calmness and kindness rather than frustration or judgment. People enjoy being around those who handle challenges with grace and calm, and this makes you more approachable and respected. Failure also builds creativity and problem-solving skills. When one path fails, you are forced to think differently and find new solutions. This flexibility and openness to change make your personality adaptable and innovative. Instead of fearing change, you learn to welcome it as an opportunity. This positive attitude towards challenges attracts new experiences and people, enriching your life and personality. Another important aspect of embracing failure is learning to separate your self-worth from your achievements. Many people tie their identity to success or failure, which creates emotional highs and lows. When you understand that your value is inherent and not dependent on outcomes, you develop emotional stability. This stability makes your personality steady and reliable. It also helps you accept compliments and criticism gracefully, which are essential social skills. Talking about failure openly and honestly is another way to improve your personality. Sharing your struggles and how you overcame them makes you relatable and human. It breaks down the illusion that others are perfect and you are not. This honesty builds trust and connection with others. It also shows strength because it takes courage to be vulnerable. Vulnerability combined with resilience creates a powerful and inspiring personality. Start practicing this mindset today by changing your internal dialogue about failure. Instead of saying, "I failed," say, "This is a lesson for me." Reflect on what the experience taught you and how it helps you grow. Celebrate the effort you put in rather than just the result. When you face a setback, remind yourself that it is temporary and part of your journey. This simple shift changes how you carry yourself and interact with the world. By embracing failure as a lesson, you free yourself from fear, build resilience, and develop wisdom. Your personality becomes richer, stronger, and more inspiring. People will notice your calm confidence and your ability to turn challenges into opportunities, which makes you truly unforgettable. Speaking with confidence, while remaining humble, is a powerful way to enhance your personality every day. Confidence gives your words weight and makes people listen, but humility ensures that you stay grounded and approachable. When these two qualities come together, they create a personality that is both strong and likable, a balance that is rare and deeply respected. Speaking confidently does not mean boasting or dominating conversations. It means expressing yourself clearly, standing by your beliefs, and sharing your ideas without fear. At the same time, humility means knowing your limits, being open to others' opinions, and showing respect even when you disagree. Confidence begins with believing in yourself and your worth. It is about trusting that your thoughts and feelings matter and deserve to be heard. This belief allows you to speak up without hesitation, whether in a meeting, social gathering, or casual conversation. When you speak confidently, your voice is steady, your posture is upright, and your message is clear. This doesn't mean you must know everything or have all the answers. It means you own what you do know and are willing to share it openly. People are drawn to confidence because it signals competence and security, making them more likely to trust and follow your lead. However, confidence without humility can easily turn into arrogance, which pushes people away. Humility reminds you that no matter how much you know or achieve, there is always room to learn and grow. It means recognizing that others' ideas and experiences are valuable, and that you don't have to be the center of attention all the time. Humble people listen more than they speak, admit when they are wrong, and give credit where it is due. This openness makes others feel respected and appreciated, which builds stronger relationships and mutual trust. A humble personality is approachable and inspiring because it shows strength without pretension. Balancing confidence with humility creates a communication style that is both persuasive and warm. When you share your thoughts confidently but invite dialogue, you encourage collaboration rather than competition. This makes conversations richer and more meaningful. People enjoy talking with someone who is sure of themselves, but also values their input. Your personality becomes magnetic because it offers both clarity and kindness. You show that you are comfortable in your own skin but never above others. Practicing this balance also means being mindful of your tone and body language. Speaking confidently includes using a clear voice, steady eye contact, and positive gestures. At the same time, humility is shown in your tone by avoiding sarcasm, arrogance, or dismissiveness. Your body language stays open, relaxed, and inviting. This combination makes your message powerful and your presence calming. People remember how you made them feel more than what you said, so this balance shapes lasting impressions. Confidence with humility also means handling criticism gracefully. When you receive feedback, positive or negative, you listen without getting defensive or dismissive. You thank the person for their perspective and consider how it can help you improve. This attitude shows emotional maturity and self-awareness, which are key traits of a strong personality. People respect those who can accept flaws and grow from them rather than denying or ignoring them. It also encourages others to be honest and open with you, deepening trust. Another important aspect is speaking with kindness and respect, even when expressing disagreement. Confident people stand by their opinions, but humble ones do so without disrespecting others. This respectful assertiveness creates a safe space for dialogue and avoids conflicts that harm relationships. It reflects a personality that is secure enough to be vulnerable and flexible, yet firm in its values. Building this skill starts with self-awareness. Notice how you speak in daily interactions. Are you confident or hesitant? Are you respectful or dismissive? Practice speaking slowly and clearly, making eye contact, and using positive language. At the same time, remind yourself to stay curious about others' views and be ready to learn. This ongoing practice strengthens your communication and shapes your personality in a balanced way. When you speak with confidence and humility, you become a leader in every room you enter, whether formal or casual. People listen not just because you speak loudly, but because you speak truthfully and kindly. Your personality becomes a bridge, connecting ideas and hearts. This combination invites respect, admiration, and genuine connection, making your presence unforgettable. Staying curious and keeping learning is a powerful way to improve your personality every day. Curiosity is the spark that keeps your mind alive and eager to explore new ideas, experiences, and perspectives. When you nurture curiosity, you become open-minded, adaptable, and interesting, qualities that make your personality stand out in any crowd. Learning is not just for school or work. It is a lifelong journey that shapes who you are and how you relate to the world. A curious person constantly grows, gaining wisdom and insight that add depth and confidence to their character. Curiosity begins with asking questions and not settling for easy answers. Instead of assuming you know everything, you remain open to new information and willing to explore unknown territories. This openness breaks down mental barriers and broadens your worldview. When you stay curious, you see challenges as puzzles to solve rather than obstacles to fear. You become proactive in seeking knowledge, which fuels creativity and problem-solving skills. This intellectual engagement makes your personality vibrant and dynamic. Learning regularly, whether through reading, listening, observing, or practicing, keeps your mind sharp and agile. It helps you stay relevant and confident in conversations and situations. When you have a habit of learning, you bring fresh ideas and insights wherever you go. People naturally gravitate towards someone who can offer new perspectives and thoughtful input. This makes your personality not only likable but also inspiring and influential. Being curious also means being willing to step outside your comfort zone and try new things. It might be learning a new skill, exploring a new culture, or simply changing your routine. This willingness to experiment shows courage and adaptability, traits that strengthen your personality. It keeps life exciting and prevents stagnation. When you embrace novelty, you become more resilient and better equipped to handle change, which is essential in today's fast-paced world. Curiosity fosters humility because it reminds you that no matter how much you know, there is always more to discover. This humility opens doors to learning from others, regardless of their background or status. It encourages listening and empathy, making your personality more inclusive and respectful. When you show genuine interest in others' experiences and knowledge, you build meaningful connections and mutual respect. Lifelong learning also supports emotional growth. By exposing yourself to diverse ideas and perspectives, you develop empathy and understanding. You become more aware of your own biases and more willing to challenge them. This self-awareness adds maturity to your personality and helps you interact with others in a more compassionate and open way. It turns you into someone who listens not just to respond, but to truly understand. To cultivate curiosity and learning, start small. Make it a habit to read something new every day, listen to podcasts, watch documentaries, or talk to people with different experiences. Ask questions when you don't understand something and seek answers actively. Challenge yourself to learn outside your usual interests. This constant expansion of knowledge enriches your mind and shapes your personality over time. Curiosity also keeps you humble and grounded because it shows you that knowledge is vast and never-ending. This mindset prevents arrogance and encourages continuous growth. People appreciate those who remain teachable and open, as it makes them approachable and relatable. Your personality shines when you balance confidence in what you know with the eagerness to learn more. Being curious also boosts creativity. When you are open to new ideas and experiences, you combine knowledge in unique ways, leading to innovation. This creative energy enhances your personality by making you more engaging and original. It encourages others to see you as a source of inspiration and fresh thinking. In social settings, curiosity helps you connect better. When you genuinely want to know about others, their stories and perspectives, you create deeper bonds. People feel valued and understood, which builds trust and friendship. This social skill enriches your personality by making you warm, approachable, and charismatic. Curiosity and learning are not just intellectual exercises, they are ways to live fully and meaningfully. They keep your mind young, your spirit eager, and your personality ever evolving. By committing to this path, you invite growth, joy, and endless possibilities into your life. Surrounding yourself with positivity is a vital step toward improving your personality every day. The environment you choose to be in and the people you spend time with have a huge impact on how you think, feel, and behave. Positivity is not just about having a sunny attitude, it's about intentionally creating a space that supports your growth, happiness, and well-being. When you surround yourself with positive influences, your mindset shifts, your confidence grows, and your personality shines brighter. This kind of environment nurtures your strengths and helps you overcome challenges with optimism. Positivity begins with choosing the right company. The people around you influence your thoughts and actions more than you might realize. If you spend time with those who complain, criticize, or spread negativity, it can drain your energy and cloud your outlook. On the other hand, when you are around encouraging, supportive, and optimistic individuals, you feel motivated and inspired. These positive relationships provide a safe space where you can be yourself, express your ideas, and receive constructive feedback. This support system strengthens your personality by building self-esteem and resilience. Creating a positive environment also involves managing what you consume. This includes the books you read, the media you watch, and even the conversations you engage in. Surrounding yourself with uplifting and educational content feeds your mind with ideas that promote growth and happiness. Avoiding toxic or pessimistic influences protects your mental peace and helps maintain a balanced perspective. When your thoughts are nurtured by positivity, your personality reflects calmness, clarity, and kindness. Positivity also means cultivating an optimistic mindset. This doesn't mean ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It means choosing to focus on solutions rather than problems, opportunities instead of obstacles. Optimism fuels your energy and perseverance, enabling you to face setbacks without losing hope. People who maintain a positive outlook attract others because their confidence and hope are contagious. This hopeful attitude becomes a cornerstone of a personality that is inspiring and uplifting. Being around positivity encourages gratitude and kindness. When you feel supported and uplifted, you are more likely to extend the same to others. This creates a cycle of generosity and warmth that enhances your social interactions. Your personality becomes magnetic because it exudes genuine care and respect. People want to be around those who make them feel good and valued. Surrounding yourself with positivity also helps you develop emotional strength. It buffers you against stress and negativity that life inevitably brings. When your environment is filled with encouragement and understanding, you can better handle criticism and challenges without being overwhelmed. This emotional resilience is key to a personality that remains composed and confident under pressure. Another important aspect is that positivity fosters creativity and innovation. A supportive environment allows your mind to explore new ideas without fear of judgment or failure. This freedom enhances your personality by making you more open, imaginative, and adaptable. People admire those who think outside the box and bring fresh energy to conversations and projects. To build this positive environment, start by evaluating your current influences. Notice which relationships and activities energize you and which drain you. Make conscious decisions to spend more time with those who lift you up and engage in activities that nurture your mind and soul. Set boundaries to protect yourself from negativity and create daily rituals that promote positivity, such as reading inspirational quotes, practicing gratitude, or spending time in nature. The energy you surround yourself with ultimately shapes how you carry yourself and interact with the world. Positivity becomes a part of your personality that others can feel even before you speak. It influences your tone, your expressions, and your approach to life's ups and downs. By intentionally cultivating positivity, you create a strong foundation for a personality that is confident, compassionate, and compelling.